Every player on your team does not have to be a future superstar. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
don't need 10 superstars to win an NBA championship.
Right.
Ask the Denver Nuggets. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
I say all the time, and I say this and I stand on this. Jokic is the greatest, most basic player I ever seen in my life.
Hmm.
Jokic does nothing fancy. He does nothing out of the ordinary.
Hmm.
He plays high IQ basketball.
Right.
He's not super athletic. He's not better than your most athletic center when it comes to that athleticism.
Nah. Nah.
He
Nah.
outsmarts them. You know what he
Yeah.
does? If I get the ball on the block and I draw attention, well, guess what? I'm going to hit my teammates. That is
Hmm.
the most basic basketball thing that you can do.
Yeah.
Period, man. Period.
Yeah.
He's just smart. And that's what Tim Duncan was. That's what
Right.
you can go down the list and name these type of players.
Yeah.
So everybody doesn't have to be flashy or highlight real player. Remember, it was a couple drafts back, athleticism. That's all you hear people talking about, athleticism. How many athletes were sitting their asses on the couch watching playoffs with us
Yeah.
last?
Facts. Facts, bro.
When
And
it
like
comes to basketball, I want this.
I want, yeah. And you
I
you
want
look
this.
you mentioned Denver and how they don't have a bunch of stars, bro. I'll take it another level. Look at the national team. Gone are the days of the dream team when all you have are the best players on one team and let's make it work. When
Yep.
I saw Tayshaun Prince, I think it was back in 2008 on that Olympic team. Tayshaun wasn't one of the best wings in the league, but he was on that team because he knew how to play basketball, team
Mm-hmm.
basketball. You look at this team now; they don't have a bunch of stars, great players,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they're not the top tier level players. So even on that team, they're putting a team together. It's not always on a team where you would think the stars would be. They're not even there. They're not even there. So why are we worried about having five stars in our starting lineup? We need a team. That's what
That
the Detroit Pistons are.
that's what we are. That's
Yeah.
that's what we are. You know what I'm saying? And when I was so happy to see, Denver go ahead and get it done because that's
Yeah.
the type of team that they had. You know what I'm saying? And seeing guys out there that's not the greatest knockdown 3-point shooter and Bruce Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seeing
Yeah.
guys that's not the most consistent 3-point shooter. You know what I'm saying? So him, Katavious Caldwell Pope, Reggie Jackson in his actual role.
Yeah.
All these ex-Pistons on this team, man, now got a fat ring on their finger. You know why?
Right.
Because they played on a team in a culture that play for each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not advertising just this guy, give him the ball 800 a million 3 times a game. Listen, Jokic is a guy that understands himself that, hey, if I'm in a tough matchup, I'm going to make sure all of my teammates flourish. So when he has tough games, guess what? You got a guard, what I'm saying, of all-star ability that can take over for you. You got guys on the wing, what I'm saying, that can do what they need to do. So I like that. That's the roadmap to victory in this league, the real roadmap. I think Golden State messed a lot of people's heads up. I think they messed a
Yeah.
lot of people's heads up when it comes to basketball.
That's an anomaly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's an
That's man. You
That's
can't
not
beat Golden State,
your ordinary. Yeah, that's not your ordinary team. There's only one Steph Curry. Is probably ever going to be one Steph Curry.
man.
And Klay Thompson. You're never going to see a backcourt like that again. I don't think. So all these teams trying to model their game after that, when they don't have that on their roster, was like you said, it kind of ruined a lot of teams because they like the blueprint. It works if you have the talent there, but if you don't, it's just not going to work. So we saw how Denver ran through the West last year, including my beloved Lakers, who couldn't even get a game, right? I mean, Miami got one game. They shouldn't have got that one. Denver fell asleep. They were the best team, and everybody knew it. Everybody knew it. So I think that's kind of where the league is going now, and I love to see it because it's not just the star-laden, big four, or big three, or whatever. It's team basketball.
The league is going back to where it is supposed to be.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's supposed to be, man. So, with our team and the way that this team is built, it's definitely the right time to have the guys that we have on this roster. Because we're the future.
Yeah.
The Detroit Pistons are the future. And you look at the age difference of this team and some of the teams that we just seen in the playoffs last year. We still got some work to do.
Yeah,
we still got some work to do.
sure.
We still got a couple years before we really in that conversation of saying, hey, it's time to contend for a championship.
Right.
So we still got work to do.
Agreed.
And I'm here for the ride. I'm here for
Yeah,
the
man.
ride.
I gotta face it.